You were looking for some scare actors for Hollow Scream. From now until August 27th, you can try out to be a zombie or try out to be a monster. Have you thought about this?
I mean, when I walk in the morning with no makeup, I could probably qualify for these roles. No joke.
If you want to apply, we have all the information. Right now, just head to KSAT.com. So, between you and Sarah Spivey, who would get the most scares?
Oh my gosh,
I'm pretty scary when I walk in and I haven't had my coffee. I mean, that pretty much sums it up.
Max,
some of the producers know, like when I walk in,
the waters, my
we
friend.
don't even.
No, you.
No.
Like
I
let me put some makeup on. Let me have a couple sips of coffee before I start chatting.
You know, the trick is you just have to have a headphone in and pretend like you don't hear anything.
Okay. This morning, Max walked in and Sarah and I were deep in conversation. We're like, oh, good morning, Max. He pretended not to hear us. And I was like, I know he's pretending.
I don't know what I had a headphone in. I was jamming out.
You had one headphone in.
I was mentally preparing for the day. Speaking of which, we have a lot more to come on GMSA. We'll be right back. All right, we are starting off with a live look out at the Alamo City. A couple skies out there. Oh, no, it's already 80 degrees. It's like the line of demarcation for me. It's been 78, 79 through the morning, so if you got things to do them before 11 a.m. But for now, good morning. It is 9:01 this Saturday. And like another weekend, it's going to be hot.
It's going to be hot. Kids are going back to school.
Yeah. Some are already back.
I know. And just like Sarah, while they're like waiting for the bus, and I've seen some in hoodies because I know the classrooms are kept so cold and they're just trying to defrost but like hoodies in triple digits around 4 p.m. Ooh.
Yikes, especially because today it's going to be 104 for the high temperature. Yeah, another hot day. Today will be our 21st 100-degree day in a row and our 54th 100-degree day for the year. Yep, we're just adding on to the triple-digit tally. All right, let's take a look at the pollen count, though, today. As expected, no issues. The only allergen out there is molds, and molds are low today. Take a look outside. We started off the morning with a good layer of clouds there on that picture, but as you can see, things have cleared out for us. We've got mostly sunny skies. We are off to the races with the heat, my friend. It's 80 degrees in San Antonio, 83 in New Braunfels, 76 in Seguin, 77 in Bernie, and good morning in Kerrville, where it's 76 degrees. Take a look at humidity. Humidity is high right now. Relative humidity anywhere from 75 to 95%. But in the afternoon, that humidity is going to come down. It's going to be hot. There's a lot of dry vegetation out there. So fire danger will continue to be high this weekend. 104 today and wow, 1 degree cooler tomorrow, 103 on Sunday. It's going to be a hot weekend. Let's stay vigilant with our heat and fire safety because in the week ahead, there will be at least a shakeup in our weather pattern. There's a tropical wave over Cuba right now that has a 50% chance of organizing into either a tropical depression or a tropical storm in the Gulf of Mexico. Here's the thing though, don't get too excited about rain chances. I'll have those details and we'll have some fun heat safety tips from some cute local children. Hope you'll stick around for that coming up in just a bit.
Thank you, Sarah. New this morning, we now know a man facing charges of evading arrest and possession of a stolen firearm. All of this in the aftermath of a chase with Bexar County Sheriff's deputies that ended with the suspect being shot. This is what we know right now. BCSO tells us a man with a gun was spotted inside the Timeout Sports Bar. This is on the city's northeast side. Authorities were called out there. The security guard kicked the suspect out of the bar. When deputies arrived, the suspect took off. Now that ended in a chase. BCSO alleges that the man started waving his gun at a deputy. That's when BCSO fired. The suspect was shot. He was taken to the hospital. He is expected to be okay. Right now, though, the search continues. BCSO says they are looking for a second suspect. And we now know the name of the man found dead inside his truck on Old Pearsall Road. We now know it is 47-year-old Jesus Reyes Tamez. Now, SAPD says Tamez was found dead inside his truck around 9:30 Wednesday morning. This is the 7,000 block of Old Pearsall Road. It's not too far from Loop 410. He had been shot, and police believe that shooting happened sometime the night before. The medical examiner says the death was a homicide.
We're also learning the name of a woman hit and killed on I-37 earlier this month. She's been identified as 28-year-old Vivian Monique Gover. That crash happened last Thursday around 6 a.m. on I-37 near Southeast Military Drive. According to San Antonio police, Gover was walking on the highway when she was hit by a vehicle. This is still an ongoing investigation.
Well, in the aftermath of the devastating and deadly fires in Maui and hurricane season here, one question a lot of families are asking, do we know what to do if a disaster strikes here?
So having a well-stocked home emergency kit can make all the difference. Our Jonathan Cotto shows us what you should have in that kit.
According to CDC data, 48% of Americans don't have emergency supplies and about 44% don't even have a basic first aid kit in their home.
We always encourage you to have a preparedness kit, something in case a natural disaster hits or we're faced with prolonged power outages.
Joe Arrington with the San Antonio Fire Department says it's essential for every household to be equipped with the right tools and supplies to weather any storm.
Key, the basics, Band-Aids, gauze, a product to clean a wound with, an ice pack, things, just your basic first aid kit that's available at any kind of pharmacy or big box store that you can get are great just to have, just to keep it around.
And if the power goes out, you'll need flashlights, extra supply of batteries, and how about a handheld radio?
So that you can get emergency alerts, anything that, if we're trying to get a hold of you to tell you that you need to evacuate or it's safe to return, something that you can have communication with the outside world.
And outside of those essential items inside your home, experts also advise having your car well equipped as well. And some of those examples of what you need to have is a get-home bag with a change of clothes, of course, a hand-cranked radio to stay alert and informed, and of course, emergency drinking water. And please don't forget to also carry a first aid kit as well.
Prescription medication, having a bag, making sure that you have your prescription medication is easily accessible or that you need it, because we see that a lot of times when the power's out and someone's either on home oxygen or needs prescriptions and they can't necessarily get to the pharmacy right away. Make sure you have a supply of those meds.
Jonathan Cotto, KSAT 12 News.
All right. Here we go. If you live in District 4, listen up. The City Council District 4 Budget Town Hall. It was scheduled for today. It has since been rescheduled. City officials say the town hall will now take place next Saturday, August 26th. It starts at 2 p.m. at Millers Pond Community Center. That is on Old Pearsall Road. If you have any questions on the remaining town halls, just head to KSAT.com. Well, the Writers Guild of America met again with major Hollywood studios just yesterday, but again, neither side appears to be any closer to striking a deal. In a message to members, the Guild confirmed that both sides plan to meet again next week. Now, the Guild has held talks each of the last 4 days with the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers, but the two sides reportedly remain very far apart on some major issues.
Okay, agricultural officials in Georgia sounding the alarm. A beekeeper in the state saw an invasive yellow-legged hornet earlier this month. It's the first time the species has been found in the U.S. Its nest, get this, can house up to 6,000 worker bees. So these nests are really big. The Georgia Department of Agriculture says the yellow-legged hornet could threaten honey production, native pollinators, and other crops in the state.
All right, time now, 9:08, 80 degrees.
80 degrees. You know what? Sarah Spivey says she has some cute videos of what some local kiddos, they have tips on what they're doing to stay cool.
Morning and welcome back. Sarah Spivey, I know you talked to some students about how to beat the heat.
Well, so here's the thing. I actually got an email from someone from the Sunshine Cottage School for Deaf Children, and they were outside, and I get sometimes tired about talking about this heat, so I thought this weekend we could get our friends to talk about the heat. This is Azalea. Take a look.
Hi everyone. This weather's super hot. You have to be careful or you're gonna suntan. So every time you come outside, you wear glasses, you wear a hat, and you also put sunscreen just in case.
Way to go, Azalea. Yes, sunscreen, a hat, All of that, such good advice. In fact, Sarah Costa and I talk about putting on sunscreen every single day. We'll be showing another video coming up in the next half hour and then again tomorrow too. But today we are going to just be looking at a hot day with high temperature of 104. Outside right now you can see clear skies around San Antonio, 80 degrees. We had some clouds earlier this morning. Those clouds are now dissipating and we've got nothing left but heat. 87 at 10, 95 at noon. As we head into the afternoon, it's already going to be in the triple digits by 2 o'clock. 104 for the high temperature today. Not a record, but it will be our 54th 100-degree day so far this year. Looking at the early evening hours, sun's going to set at 8:10 tonight. It's still going to be hot by 9 p.m. We're still going to be at 95 degrees, but with lower humidity, it's not going to feel all that bad for an evening walk if you'd like to take one this Saturday. In Rock Springs, it's going to be 101 today. Cotulla, sorry about this, 108 degrees in Cotulla, 104 in Gonzales, 103 Beeville, 105 in Del Rio. Let's take a neighborhood look around San Antonio. Sabinal, you'll be at 103, 105 in Floresville, 105 in Nixon, 103 New Braunfels, Bulverde, Bernie, Helotes. You'll be at 101 for the afternoon high, and around San Antonio again, 104. So that heat high is firmly in place. However, in the coming days, it's going to move a little bit to the northeast. It's going to be nudged by Hurricane Hilary. Now, Hurricane Hilary is in the warm waters of the Pacific right now. That warm water acting as a fuel to strengthen it. It's a Category 4 hurricane with 130-mile-per-hour winds right around that eye. But as Hilary moves north toward Baja California later today through tomorrow, it is going to enter into the cooler waters of the Pacific and actually weaken before it moves through Southern California. But Southern California actually under a tropical storm warning. By tomorrow, right around the midday hours, Hilary will be moving through Southern California and into parts of Nevada by a Sunday night. Now, as I mentioned, weakening significantly to wind speeds of only 45 miles per hour around that eye. So the winds are not going to be the issue with Hilary for California and parts of the west. The issue is going to be the rainfall. Parts of the desert here are expected to see a year's worth of rain in a matter of hours. So widespread flooding issues are going to be a problem for Southern California. Now they're getting a lot of rain from a tropical system, Hurricane Hilary. We are going to be getting some isolated rain in San Antonio Tuesday and Wednesday. There is a tropical wave over Cuba right now that has a 50% chance of developing into a more organized system in the Gulf of Mexico. Regardless of if it gets organized or not, this does not look like a very good rainmaker for us in San Antonio. For parts of deep South Texas, sure, it'll produce some rain. But for us in San Antonio, it's going to be a little too far to the south, unfortunately. As I take you through the futurecast, you can see that by about Tuesday, that tropical moisture will be moving across shore through Brownsville up to Laredo. That's where that bullseye for heavier rain is going to be. We're going to be a little bit too far north in San Antonio and south central Texas. Only 30% chance of rain Tuesday and 20% chance on Wednesday. So this is not the drought denter that some might be hoping for, but it is going to allow for our temperatures to fall by a couple of degrees at least. We may struggle to get to 100 degrees on Tuesday and Wednesday of this upcoming week, but we're right back at it with the triple digits by Thursday and Friday. Guys, coming up, we will have a look at some pictures of the Starlink satellites that were out there last night.
Alien.
Or satellites. They are satellites.
Thank you. Thank you, Sarah. Time now, 9:16, 81 degrees. Are these also aliens, Sarah Costa?
No, they're Beanie Babies, and they're being released for a good cause. They're a limited edition. What they are doing to help Hawaii after those devastating fires.
And attention, all avocado lovers. Shake Shack needs your help in becoming, oh, look at this, their chief avocado officer.
What an honor.
I know, right? I wonder how much it pays. After the break, what you're going to get in return and what your responsibilities are.
Okay, I know Powerball is back up there to 200 and something.
Right.
Yeah. All right, but let's look at these numbers. Pick 3, 251, Fireball 2, Daily 4, 7238, Fireball 5.
And your cash 5, 5, 8, 15, 20, 35. Here we go. Mega Millions, 10, 20, 29, 44, 66. Big number 11. Mega Plier 3. Good luck. We'll be right back. Good morning and welcome back. So the maker of Beanie Babies says they are releasing a new limited edition bear, all in an effort to help wildfire survivors in Hawaii. It is named Aloha, and it's gold with a rainbow ribbon. The words Maui Strong is on the chest. Now, Ty Warner says all the proceeds from the sale will go to the American Red Cross.
Beanie Babies come with birthdays and poems. Aloha's birthday in August is 8th. Well, Aloha's birthday is August 8th. That's the day the wildfire started in Maui. Its poem says, quote, helping each other all day long, we forever will stay Maui strong.
I love that.
And are you an avocado aficionado? Shake Shack, looking for an avocado connoisseur to be their chief avocado officer.
Okay.
Duties include personally inspect and taste the sliced avocados in stores to make sure they are being served perfectly.
I mean, what else can you need?
Yeah.
This is like the dream job. All right, the winner also gets to participate in brainstorming sessions to incorporate avocados into the menu. A $3,000 avocado stipend is included and free Shake Shack for an entire year.
Wait, this is not a full-time job, right?
I don't know, but
$3,000?
so that's just a stipend.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if it comes with salary, but if you're interested, you can apply at shakeshack.com, all the information, and for the application form. It seems pretty great.
Tough job.
Yeah. Tough
Avocados
job.
are having a tough season, too, because of all the drought and heat, so.
Look at that. We needed that insight. Time now, 9:22, 82 degrees.
Today on Texas Eats, after the break, David Elder has pizza and bagels on Broadway.
Pizza bagels?
Pizza. Oh, love good pizza bagel.
Pizzas. Talk to me about that. This is the Native Texan, very traditional pizza. We've got the in-house barbecue sauce as well as in-house smoked brisket, some pickled jalapenos, red onions, a little bit of cheddar, and a Mott's provolone blend, all in the sourdough crust. Cheers to you. That's the bite. Salute. We keep talking about our bagels, but our pizza's pretty damn good.
That's a great pizza.
That is really good, man.
All right, hear me out. Big pizza bagels.
I am completely supportive of that.
Yeah.
Like homemade
I think
bagel.
we just figured out our own business.
Pizza bagels.
Pizza bagels. We got to come up with a catchy name, though.
But not like the frozen kind.
No.
There it is.
No frozen. Not the frozen kind.
Not the frozen
That's
kind.
the name of the store.
Sure.
We'll talk to David, see if we can get on Texas Eats. Time now, just about 9:27, 82 degrees.
Taking a live look outside. This is the Bexar County Sheriff's Office Career Fair. It's at the Tri-Point YMCA on North St. Mary's Street. That's near Trinity. This event is being held for those that are interested in starting a career in detention, law enforcement, and dispatch.
And BCSO. Good morning and welcome back. All right, we're taking a live look out at the Bexar County Sheriff's Office Career Fair. This is at the Tri-Point YMCA on North St. Mary's Street. Now, the event is being held for those who are interested in starting a career in detention, law enforcement, or even dispatch.
That's right. So BCSO officials say detention deputies receive a $2,000 signing bonus with a starting salary of $45,000. During this event, there will be a written and physical test along with laptops so people can apply on the spot.
All right, well, time now, 9:30. It is 82 degrees out there, so people who are headed out there, people have to do chores, run errands, do it early because 82 might be the lowest we see for the next few hours.
It's really not playing around, Sarah. You said our high was 106 this week. Are we done with the 106 temp? I know we're going to be in triple digits for the whole week.
Yeah, Sarah, unfortunately, I do still have 105 forecast by the end of next week. But in between this Today and next weekend, we do have some subtle changes that I want to talk about. In some parts of Texas, we'll actually get some decent rain. Take a look, though, at the pollen count. Molds are the only allergen present. They are low. This morning, we did have some fog out there in places. You can see that this picture sent in through our KSAT Connect feature on our weather app shows some fog in the city of San Antonio, mainly in the valleys and in some of the rural areas. That's where we saw some of that fog. Now, today's forecast already at 10, we're going to be close to 90 degrees. So just in the next couple of hours here, we're going to already be near 90. And then around noon, 95 degrees. Mostly sunny this afternoon, 104 for the high. We'll have south winds at 10 to 15 miles per hour. And the sun will mercifully set at 8:10 tonight. It's still going to be at 92 at 10 p.m. All right, coming up in the forecast, we do have to talk about the Gulf of Mexico. We're starting to ramp up tropical season, and there's actually going to be some tropical moisture moving into Texas, giving us at least a small chance for rain in San Antonio this week, and perhaps we'll dip below 100. Details ahead. Max, Sarah.
Thanks, Sarah. Just days after a 3-year-old brought a gun in their backpack to school, gun safety educators, they are calling on our community to have more conversations about what to do with your firearms and how to keep your family safe.
So educators say starting those discussions with your family can be as simple as creating a safety planner. Avery Everett shows us how small steps in your own home can help lead to a community-wide conversation on gun violence.
And anytime you're behind the 8 ball, it's tough to catch up.
A community issue that Bill Slater says needs community action.
Just because you're not involved in the situation doesn't mean you can't get sucked into it.
Slater is a gun safety instructor. He has these conversations regularly in his classes, but he wants more people talking.
This is something that needs to occur all the time.
The number of shootings and gun-related crimes continue to climb across San Antonio. And Slater says it's everyone's responsibility to address safety efforts head on.
You need to understand what's the gun capable of doing.
So how do you start this conversation in your own home? University Health's Director of Injury Prevention, Jennifer Northway, says it can be as simple as creating a safety plan.
We need the conversation about firearms and safe storage to become just as commonplace.
The county and sheriff's office collaborate with University Health to run the program Gun Safety for Bear. And Northway says her office has seen an increase in demand for free gun locks and cables this summer.
We want to make firearm ownership as safe as possible for those who have weapons and for those who don't.
But bringing these discussions to a bigger audience is oftentimes easier said than done. Slater says it helps to remember we're all human.
Take emotion and politics out of it. The two things that are going to be the most impossible things to do.
There's no easy solution to gun violence.
Every little bit helps. Something is always going to be better than nothing.
But Slater says starting the conversation is a step in the right direction.
The Bexar County Commissioner's Court has its final gun safe and lock handout later today, but you have to be registered to be able to pick up anything there. University Health has 12 other pickup locations to get free locks and cables. Those are listed on KSAT.com. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
The Harris County Sheriff's Office has arrested the man accused of shooting and injuring 3 law enforcement officers. 29-year-old Taryn Green allegedly shot a deputy on Wednesday during a traffic stop and shot 2 more officers during a standoff. Deputies confronted Green Thursday night at his home in Northeast Houston. He was taken into custody yesterday and is charged with 3 counts of attempted capital murder.
And the Dollar Tree on North Main near San Antonio College, it is done for after a fire destroyed the building. Take a look. This is drone footage that KSAT acquired after the aftermath. So the fire happened just before 1 a.m. yesterday. It took crews several hours to put out the massive blaze. The store ended up having to be demolished. Right now, fire investigators, they're still working, trying to figure out how this all started.
Brush fire yesterday afternoon on I-35 and New Laredo Highway had fire crews responding quickly. You could see in these TransGuide camera shots, they captured smoke blowing from the side of the road over the highway. Firefighters were able to put out that fire and there were no injuries reported. And right now, the Bexar County Crime Lab has about 7 months worth of cases waiting to be tested.
So the lab director admits that there have been challenges and there have been issues trying to even clear the backlog. Remember, last September, a lab supervisor hoped a new technique would cut the backlog in half in just months. But the lab's director says that simply hasn't happened. And staffing, that's an additional challenge.
We're actually doubled our throughput. Now we're treading water, if you will. We're no longer losing ground. We're able to meet what's coming in.
The The lab director hopes to add 2 more positions. He says about 60% of the lab's workload is dedicated to sexual assault kits.
All right, we know you're going to be out and about through the weekend. There are some big traffic changes that you need to know about, especially on the north side. So take a look at your screen. TxDOT closing portions of Loop 1604. This is all part of the 1604 North Expansion Project. Both directions from the Northwest Military Highway exit ramps, well, they're closed. So the intersection at 1604 and Northwest Military fully closed, including turnarounds. Those closures will be in place from now until Monday morning, 5 a.m. If you do have to drive around in that area, you need detour information. We have all that right now. It's posted on KSAT.com.
Today's health headlines: a new study finds that more young women are getting cancer. That's according to a U.S. government-funded study of 17 National Cancer Institute registries. Researchers looked at more than 500,000 cases of early onset cancer between 2010 and 2019. Women in their 30s saw the biggest increase. Researchers saw a rapid rise in 14 types of cancers, including cancers of gastrointestinal tract, which grew the fastest.
And a new study suggests that when it comes to the COVID-19 booster, your choice of getting the left arm or right arm actually might make a difference. So researchers in a study, well, they found that people who received both shots in the same arm had a stronger immune response than those who switched arms 2 weeks after the booster. The killer T cells, which represent 67% of those who received the shots in the same arm. Now, 67%, that's compared to 43% of those who switched off arms.
Some popular products you may have in your home are being recalled, including kitchen appliances and some scented candles.
Open Your Side's Marilyn Moritz has our recall roundup, beginning with some big name dehumidifiers that are now linked to fires.
Unplug it. 1.5 billion dehumidifiers sold under various brands, including GE and Kenmore, are recalled. The appliances made by Gree a decade ago are linked to 23 fires. The models are on our website.
It is not the first, so the Consumer Product Safety Commission warns check your dehumidifier to see if it's part of previous Gree recalls. Those are linked to hundreds of fires and possibly 4 deaths. We have more information on our website.
Kitchen danger. Senseo is recalling 860,000 pressure cookers after 61 people suffered burns, some severe. The brands are Bella, Bella Pro Series, Cooks, and Crux. The lid can unlock and the cooker can be opened, splashing hot food. Power down. Costco is recalling 350,000 UBO Labs power banks. It has reports of 3 fires, including one on a commercial flight. Costco is giving refunds. Parent alert, these toddler towers can tip. Simple A3 Company is recalling 108,000 of them after reports children got hurt. Contact the company for a fix. And don't get burned. Target is recalling more than 2 million threshold candles. The glass can break while the candle is lit. These are 1-wick and 3-wick candles sold since early 2020 in a long list of scents. Take it back. Marilyn Moritz, KSAT 12 News.
Time now, 9:39, 83 degrees.
Before we head to break, don't forget to get your tickets for this year's KSAT Pigskin Classic. They're on sale now. Take out your camera, take out your phone, open your camera app, scan this QR code to see all of our ticket information. Remember, it kicks off on Friday the 25th, followed by our triple header on the 26th. You don't want to miss it.
Welcome back, everyone. You know, this morning we are featuring some of the students at the Sunshine Cottage School for Deaf Children. They were out and about and really wanted to submit some videos on how to stay cool this summer. So here's Miss Rhea.
It's sunny outside, but you have to drink water and get some sunglasses or wear a hat. And you can play outside, but you have to be careful.
The
That is so awesome. I could tell that Miss Rhea watches KSAT because we say those very same things every single day. Thank you, Rhea, for your weather report. We're going to show a couple more tomorrow, so tune in for that. It's 81 right now in Bernie. It's 81 in Rio Medina, 85 in Castroville, and 81 at JBSA Randolph. You can see that the clouds from this morning have dissipated. We have got nothing but sunshine right now, which means we're going to have nothing but heat. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-90s by noon, just in the next couple of hours here. And then by 2, we'll be at 100 degrees. This afternoon, 104 for the high. It is not necessarily going to be a record today, but it will be our 21st 100-degree day in a row here in San Antonio for this stretch. And then looking at tonight, after the sun sets at 8:10, it's going to be nice and 92 degrees at 10 p.m. this evening, so still very warm. At least the humidity will be low. In your neighborhoods, it's going to be 103 in Kerrville, 103 in Canyon Lake, 104 Pleasanton, 108 Cotulla, 104 in Gonzales, 105 in Del Rio, 104 in Eagle Pass. And I mentioned 21 100-degree days in a row. Well, today is also going to be our 54th 100-degree day for the year. My friends, we are inching close to the top 3 spots. Back in 2011, many of us remember that summer, we had 57 100-degree days for 3rd place. Just last year, we had one more, 58 100-degree days, and 2009 still takes the cake for the most 100-degree days at 59. But we're close. After today, we're only going to be 5 days away from taking that top spot. We will have to wait and see. There will be some time on Tuesday and Wednesday when I think the thermometer will stay below 100 degrees and interrupt that consecutive stretch of triple digits. But still, tomorrow 103, Monday 102. So why will we be below 100 degrees on Tuesday and Wednesday? Well, it's all because of this tropical wave, which is currently over Cuba right now. It's going to be moving into the very warm waters of the Gulf of Mexico and have about a 50% chance of developing into a tropical depression or a tropical storm. But regardless of its organization, it is going to bring some moisture to South Texas. At the moment, it's a little unfortunate for us in San Antonio because it looks like the deep moisture will be between Brownsville and Corpus Christi. So much of the heavier rain is going to be across deep South Texas out to Laredo. So here in San Antonio, we have only got a 20% chance for an isolated shower or storm on Wednesday and slightly better rain chances the day before on Tuesday as that tropical moisture is moving overhead. But only a 20 to 30% chance, unfortunately, for us in San Antonio. The heaviest of the rain will stay south of San Antonio Tuesday and Wednesday, but with a little extra cloud cover, that could just do the trick to keep us below 100 degrees on Tuesday and Wednesday. So everyone, I'd like for you to try to pay very close attention to fire danger today because it will continue to be high. Again, it's kind of at that point where we're so used to having the high fire danger, you might let your guard down. It's important to remember, extinguish cigarettes fully. Do not park cars on grass. That's how a lot of fires start, especially by the side of the road.
And Sarah, I traveled down to Corpus Christi. On 37 on Thursday, I saw 2 grass fires being extinguished, really backed up traffic. Yesterday on my way back on 410, another grass fire. So please be cognizant of that.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, time now, 9:47, 83 degrees.
Taking a look outside on the roads, if you have errands to do. I know there are some kiddos that are starting school on Monday, maybe some back to school shopping. Do it early and please stay safe.
All right, let's take a look at those Lotto numbers. Pick 3, 251, Fireball 2, Daily 4, 7238, Fireball 5.
Cash 5, 5, 8, 15, 20, 35. Mega Millions 10, 20, 29, 44, 66. Mega Ball 11, Mega Plier 3. Didn't someone recently win $2 million?
And Marbach HEB, yeah.
Marbach and 410. That's the HEB.
Is that your HEB?
No, but
it's coming. You keep buying tickets. It's a numbers game.
I'm heading to Marbach and 410 for that Lotto ticket now.
We'll be right back.
A recent auction bidder thinks this wrecked car is worth $1.9 million after it was sold in California. This is a wrecked 1954 Ferrari Spider Series, and it's a piece of history.
So this car, one of just 13 made of the model that Ferrari made in its racing heyday. So this kind of design, it's behind the company's World Championships in 1952 and 1953.
Still a barb. Snoop Dogg wants to keep the chill vibes all year long with some ice cream. The rapper has launched a new line of frozen dessert called Dr. Bombay after Snoop Dogg's NFT character.
Oh, we're still doing NFTs. That's great.
Okay.
So the line has 7 flavors, including bonus track brownie, iced out orange cream, rolling in the dough, and s'more vibes. A lot of vibes going on this morning.
S'more vibes.
I'm going to go with the brownie version. The ice cream available. Hey, look at that. It's at Walmart and it's only $5.
Can I have some more, please?
That was funny. Yeah. I'm going to give a shout out to our producers and say, look, maybe we should have a taste test of this.
Yes.
We'll have that. We have some Bluebell. We'll bring that in. They have their new peanut butter chocolate chip flavor that looks delicious. See which one's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Breakfast champions. Time now, 9:53, 83 degrees.
The return of
Okay, can we not with this?
two-headed snake. Oh my gosh, if you're not looking at your screen, look at it right now. Because somewhere in Texas, still ahead, where you can see the snake and how it ended up at a certain zoo.
Terrifying.
Yeah.
Coming up at the break. After the break, a look at the latest movies in Hollywood, not Barbie.
You had a fight the day before he died. You need to start seeing yourself the way others are going to perceive you. Is there anything that would seem consistent with suicide?
A marriage goes under the microscope in the first U.S. trailer for Anatomy of a Fall, about a woman suspected in the suspicious death of her husband. The French film won the Palme d'Or, the top prize, at this year's Cannes Film Festival. The drama opens in New York and Los Angeles on October 13th.
I'm suffering from a temporary blockage at the moment. No, turn it back on. 1, G-flat.
Peter Dinklage is a struggling composer, Anne Hathaway a cleanliness-obsessed psychiatrist, and Marissa Tomei a quirky tugboat captain in She Came to Me. The first trailer is out for writer-director Rebecca Miller's latest romantic comedy, which opens in theaters September 29th. First came the Scott Pilgrim graphic novels, then the movie Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Now here's your first look at the anime series, Scott Pilgrim Takes Off. The cast of the movie provides the voices for this latest epic of epic epicness, which debuts on Netflix November 17th. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
Take a look at the big return of this two-headed snake. Look at your screen right now. So creepy. So this is Poncho and Lefty, and they are back at the Waco Zoo. Back in 2021, the little snake got a little injured and had to be taken away to heal. The snake was found in the backyard by a resident in Waco. It is a harmless western rat snake.
Okay.
He or they have grown from 8 inches to 3 feet, and the right head is the dominant side.
I have a lot of questions too. Yeah, there's a lot of, when you say dominant side, I don't even know what that really means. All right, so if your favorite part about a road trip is the snacks, we got the perfect job for you. Finance Buzz is looking to pay someone $1,000 to sample 25 popular snacks at Buc-ee's. This includes the Roadside Stop's famous beaver nuggets, homemade Oreo fudge, hippo tacos, and lemon crisp. Here's the thing though, if you accept this journey, you're gonna have to document your entire experience through written reviews, even photographs. If you're interested, you can apply on the Finance Buzz website by September 11th. You have to be 18 or older to qualify, and you have to be living in the United States.
Beaver nuggets. They're pretty good. They're so good.
Yeah, take a look outside with live cam right now. You can see we've got beautiful blue skies around San Antonio If only it felt as great as it looked out there. Temperatures are climbing. At least molds are low. Molds are low at 180. And as we look to the forecast for the day today, 104 in San Antonio, 103 on Sunday. So it's going to be a hot weekend with high fire danger. There is a small chance for rain Tuesday and Wednesday as tropical moisture moves across deep South Texas. The heaviest of the rains will be south of San Antonio. But hey, at least it's a chance, and it shakes up the forecast a bit.
All right, Sarah Spivey, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. KSAT starts
right now.